Welcome back to Daytime, everyone. We are creating transparency in the stock market with the boys from StockRip Incorporated. Welcome to the show, gentlemen. And how you decided to sort of create this transparency in the stock market. Who wants to handle that one?
I guess I'll take that question. Okay. Transparency has been more important now than ever, especially with what's happened in the last few years regarding, a lot of distrust in terms of the investment system. And people nowadays need that realism from companies.
Yeah.
And companies now should feel inclined to be a part of this. And when we stepped in, we believed that, why not create a medium for this to happen? Yeah. And that's what StockRip.com really is.
They're old timers and they're not too savvy when it comes to social media and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, and a lot of them don't even know what it is. So for them, it's kind of, there's going to be a little learning curve, but that's what we're here to do. We're here to educate them, educate all the companies, and even educate a whole bunch of older investors who don't know much about this.
Is there a sense of heels being dug in by some people who are sort of wary of the new social media?
Yeah, there are. There are always going to be those people until they're really educated and they understand the power of it. Because a lot of people hear about it, they hear about Facebook, Twitter, they hear it on CNN and everything, but they don't actually understand the true power of it. And it's really powerful if you know how to use it in the right way.
Investors ask questions in a forum type setup, and companies come along and respond with video, episodic video. Yeah. So essentially it promotes that level of transparency. And us personally, we take a very unbiased role, so we don't represent the investors or the companies. Yeah. They all essentially communicate through our platform.
You're the middleman, if you will, the safe guy.
Once you've selected that company, mind you, all you have to do is just log in, register. It's a very easy system to register. And once you've done that, you can now start asking your questions. And once these questions have been asked, we then channel these questions to the companies. And the companies then come along and then respond episodically, like I said earlier, with video. So it's a very basic elementary system. Yeah. I always say this, is that the ROI of social media is that your business will still exist in 5 years. Yeah. And that's just the way corporations are. We always have to find ways to reinvent themselves. And that's the way we suggested to them, is that if they're going to be approaching this, let's do this in that very manner, in the way that you can reinvent yourself.
Well, let's talk quickly about social media. I mean, obviously it's not a fad, right? It's not going anywhere.
Social media isn't a fad. It's the biggest shift since the Industrial Revolution.
Wow.
So, and if people start seeing that, then they'll truly understand the power of how to actually use this. And it's really, ultimately for these corporations, it's really about engaging your target audience online. And we believe that can be done through video, creating something that's enticing, entertaining, and something that enables these people to transmit it to their friends. And we also facilitate that process on the website. So an investor would come on, they would essentially find a stock they're interested in, and then once they have an invested interest, they might want to share that with other people. So we want to make that easy for them.
They're putting a face to the name, so it's no longer just on you're reading the newspaper and everything and reading about what a company is going to do when you don't even know who that person is. This time you have the eye contact, it's real, and that's why people loved reality TV in the past few years. It became huge because it's that sense of realism, and this is even more real than reality TV because there's still a whole touch of Hollywood and everything. This is uncensored, like just the CEO of the company talking straight to the investor.
Yeah. Does it make them feel? Does it make them want to invest more or trust? Have more trust when you actually see a real person?
Definitely, yeah. That's the whole point about it. That's one of the main things that we're going to help do. It's going to create that sense of trust between the investor and the company. Because personally, if I do business with someone, I at least want to see who they are. You could tell. You could have a lot of tells about the person by just seeing them, their body language, the way they communicate. You can tell if that person is somebody you might want to be doing business with, and in a sense, when you're investing with someone, you're in business with them as well.
We got a lot of positive feedback. Obviously, we got some objections as to how we're doing this or our target audience, and after answering these questions, it sort of solidified their impression of social media. Yeah. So,
well, it spoke to who's going to be here probably in 10 years too, as well, didn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, definitely go to the website StockRip.com. We'll be right back with more on Daytime. We're going to meet a local Bradford boy, and he's had $1 million dream come true. We'll be right back.